So you guys mind if I ask you a couple questions?
No.
We're going to start with Matt. Tell everybody what's going on in your career, where you're from. Is this your first time doing songwriters?
Yeah.
I've been in Deadwood a bunch in my life. My buddy Charlie used to be the sheriff here. Come out and stayed with him quite a bit, way back. I'm from the East, I'm East River, and I got a hat on, which definitely don't connote East River, but singer-songwriter, maybe 30, close to 30 years I've been playing, and I'm not I was kind of called last minute. Somebody canceled and I got to fill their spot. I'm not overly ready. I don't really play out a lot. I like to write a lot, and my thing is promoting music. I got a music festival in Montrose, South Dakota. Way out of the box. I don't hire anybody with ego. We don't do the normal stages. We got sponsored song circles in our city park, and it's more of a community festival. And so I hire 30 to 50 national acts, and I don't hire anybody to come play their set and leave. They got to stay for the whole festival, and they got to walk around and talk to the locals and be involved in the community. We ask anyone who's comfortable. We have elders in town that can't make it out, so we send people into their homes to play for them. And we invite, I feel like rurally, because of farming, we're not allowed to have hobbies or to play guitar, so there's all these great farm kids that play, and they never bring their guitar out of their house, and they sure ain't gonna go to town to play an open mic. So we're like the closet musician capital of the world. Trying to get some of these great players to bring their guitar out of the house is brutal. So I'm trying to create an atmosphere that invites them in. So I got big cottonwood logs, 10 to 12 in each circle, and the local venues sponsor the circles. And then I got some Texas circles that come up as well. So if you come and you're little kids that are just trying a song for their first time, they're playing in the same circles as all the national acts. And so all of the people that I hire to play the festival, they know to make it comfortable for beginners and to visit and to relieve that pressure of sitting next to somebody who plays 250 shows a year, you know. So it's more community, where all of our small towns are falling apart. The big ones, if you got 2 grocery stores, you're thriving. But if most of us, we've lost our swimming pool and grocery store, everything that's business. So I'm just trying to use music to promote, if you live in a big town, once a week, leave town, fill your gas tank, eat at a small restaurant, and ask where you can buy eggs and produce. So.
Thank you very much. We're going to go to Bubba Startz in the middle, but also I wanted to point out, you've got a couple things down here. You want to?
Yeah, there's a couple programs from last year's festival. If you want to see some of the artists that I got are Grammy winning, and they played Austin City Limits, and they come and just hang out all weekend. So you can grab a program if you're interested. I got some bumper stickers I'd sell for $5, and I left all my CDs at home. Not prepared. Anyway.
Well, thank you. And we're going to go to the middle chair there. We got Bubba Startz. And I see you've got your little barcode down here.
I do. I've been working on a new album. Johnny Hastings is hiding over there in the corner. He had a hand in it too. But we just finished it up, and I wanted to come out and promote it this weekend. So hurried it onto my website. It's not available on any streaming networks or anything yet, but we got music that I'll send you a sneak peek of right away, and you can download a song right from there. So.
And where are you from?
I grew up here in Deadwood. I live East River now as well, but I live down in a little town called Tyndall. So we're about 10 minutes north of the Missouri River and 30 miles east of the Missouri River in the little elbow there at the southeast corner of the state, and I loved it. But I grew up here, and I say that this is my favorite weekend in Deadwood. We know Deadwood is known for events, right? But This one is special, and it's special because it's original music, and that's what has always meant the world to me. It's why I have a podcast called The Scene Projects, in which I feature independent artists on. We've done over 300 interviews. This year we passed 1,000 uploads on YouTube and over 280,000 views. So, and it's all independent music. It's all independent, people like Matt's been on the show, and it's about promoting originality, right? We have so many great players around the state and throughout the Midwest. I'm a member of the Midwest Country Music Organization as well, and just started digging in, having conversations with great, amazing people. I got to get Tyler Bills on there too, but that's why the record button is already hit on the camera back there. So looking forward to just being here and absorbing all of this, and it's really inspiring as a songwriter to come out here and to see people like Tyler and Matt and Johnny and so many others that are going to be in town this weekend. And this is kind of how I fill my cup, right, this weekend, and overjoyed to be asked to come and play and to be invited into Jacob's Gallery for the first time to play as well. So thanks for having us, Scott. You got a beautiful room full of art, and we hope to do our best to share our art with you guys today too.
Thank you so much for being here. And then we got Tyler Bills. You want to tell us a little about what's going on with your career, where you're from?
Hello, my name's Tyler Bills. I live in Spearfish, South Dakota. I'm originally from Denver, Colorado. Moved up here like over 12 years ago to be in a local Midwest rock band named Judd Hoos, and spent the last 10 years of my life touring all over the country with these yahoos, and it was an incredible time. Got to open for people like Billy Idol, Third Eye Blind, Bug Cherry, Puddle of Mud, some good stuff. And we released a bunch of albums. You can go check out a bunch of music on there, Judd Hoos. At the end of last summer, I just hit a point where I was like, man, I've never got to be just the solo acoustic guy, so I left the band at the end of last summer. I got to pick my last show, though. We opened in for Third Eye Blind somewhere in Iowa, so I was like, all right, can't go wrong there. And yeah, I've had the best year of my music career so far this year. I've played some shows I've always wanted to play, and I've stayed pretty local too, which is really nice, getting to go home to my family and not so much travel, so that has been nice. I also have a funk blues band called Denizens of the Deep. I'm going to do a shameless plug. We're playing Deadweird at Deadwood Tobacco next weekend. That kept me busy, but it was always just an outlet for something different than Judd Hoos. And so yeah, I released my first ever acoustic EP under my own name this summer on 4th of July. I never thought I would do that, and so to go check it out. It's on Tyler Bills, on all the streaming services. I even had a bet with Johnny who would do it first, and so now he's in the hot seat. So, but yeah, I'm excited to be here. This is my third or fourth Songwriters Festival. I look forward to it every year. I block off the weekend no matter if I'm going to play or not. It's just so cool to come up and support other great artists and meet really cool people. And what a prestigious venue this is with all the amazing art, and then get to share the Jacobs space, and really cool. So thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So now that you all had a chance to say hi to everybody, you guys ready for some music? Yeah! Do you guys in the back want to get seated before we start playing? You guys want chairs?
Well, if you go around.
You can go around. If everybody could be seated so everybody can pay attention to the singers and the songwriters. So since you finished there, Tyler, why don't you start us off? So welcome to the 13th year of the Wild West Songwriters.
All right. Well, I'm going to start out with something brand new. I haven't played this one for anybody yet, so I just wrote this one, not recorded yet. This one's called No Pain, No Change. Stuck in my own ways now. The sink is full of dirty dishes, getting too big for my britches. We are marching in a parade, but we ain't got it made. Until you march to your own feet, keep moving your own feet, baby. Motivation, desperation, are you feeling it yet? Time is just right, make sure you get what you came here to get. I'm almost there, almost there. Got my heart in the game. No pain, no change. These things makes a difference. Stop searching for deliverance. The only person that cares is you, so do what you have to do. Feel like you're out of time. Just restart at the finish line. We all make our own stories, so make sure yours isn't boring. Motivation, desperation, are you feeling it yet? Time is just right, make sure you get what you came in to get. I'm almost there, I'm almost there. Got my heart in the game. No pain, no change. No, we're not done yet. No, we're not done yet. Get back up when I fall. No, I'm not done yet. No, I'm not done yet. Not done it all. Yeah. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Got my heart in the game. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Got my heart in the game. No pain, no change. Yeah. Thanks so much. Brand new one. Hopefully get that in the studio in a couple weeks. Record that.
There's a little dial on top of that microphone on there. Can you turn that down? It's up on the top of the mics. Yeah, I can see it clipping out a little bit. Yep. I want to make sure we capture all of this in pristine audio too. Tyler, I'm such a big fan of yours, man. I was so proud of you because it was a huge step. You played in one of the biggest bands in South Dakota, and to walk away from that spotlight took a lot of balls. To say, you know what, it's been a great thing. You could have kept doing that forever. You could have kept going.
Yeah.
And to say, I want to do my thing, I have what it takes, and you did. I've been a huge Tyler Bills fan since you moved here. I've been a huge fan of what you do. But what you do and your style is so much different than what Judd Hoos did. And I know that had to play into that, where it's like, I have to express me, right? So I was so proud of you when you made the change and made the decision to do it, and getting to follow along now as the Tyler Bills trio is going all over, and you're doing the solo shows and now releasing music of your own, man. It's just so cool. So thanks.
Thanks, Bubba.
I was thrilled. You all don't know how happy I got when I got to see the schedule come out, and I had a round with Tyler Bills and Matt Fockler at the same time. It's so cool. So I think we'll just kind of do this. We'll just snake around and we'll come back to you. Man, the hardest part about this weekend is that you really got to step up your game. You get put on stage with some really talented people, and you have to not necessarily one-up each other, but you want to do your best, right? And you want to put your best stuff out there. So I mentioned I got a new album coming out, and I got a sneak peek of one, so I'm going to play that song. Of course you did. That's funny, right? All right, this one's called Everlasting. This is a song I wrote a few years ago now. It was something that came to me. My granny had beaten cancer into remission 20 years ago, but they knew that it was they knew if it ever came back that it was going to be aggressive, and we found out in, I think it was late 2022, that it was back, and it wasn't going to be long. And the only way that I've ever dealt with something personal to me, whether it was a heartbreak or, the good times as well, was to write about it. So this is the song that came out. This one's called Everlasting. All of these mysteries filling our heads, begging to be solved, remembering the lives we've lived before, searching for answers out in the void. We're all just restless girls and boys, looking for keys to open the door. Time's everlasting, time never lasts, quite as long as we wanted to. Watching seconds slipping from my grasp, holding you closer, holding our breath, observing the march of time as the present quickly fades into our past. Swimming in circles now, and we can't get out, and we can't get off this ride. The vessel is tossing in the waves. Step out the shadows, don't need to hide. The future is rising with the tide. The only thing we need to be is brave. Time's everlasting, time never lasts, quite as long as we wanted to. Watching seconds slipping from my grasp, holding you closer, holding your breath, observing the march of time as the present quickly fades into our past. Awesome. I have not made it up to Montrose Music Festival yet, and I feel terrible about that, Matt.
Sounds really cool.
There's
It's a good time.
absolutely no reason to feel terrible. It's busy. Like, we're all in this, we're all getting disillusioned with busy, I think. We should be making time for each other a little more often. Again, you have to bear with me a bit. I'm a little fresh into this again. I got a 10-year-old kid, and I've been putting my time into him and this festival. I only say yes when it's an end around. I'm not a big fan of being on stage, but I'll do it anytime I get to share it with a couple other people. So I'm really excited to be here and to have only that opportunity. I was living in Austin right behind the Continental, and a friend of mine made me this custom guitar, not this one. And I had it for a year and had not wrote a song on it, and I was so frustrated that I come up with this. If I was gonna write a song, I wouldn't even write it down. I'd just play it all day long, just like you did, just like when you was a kid. You didn't want to go back home. I've got a broken string, I got a new guitar, and I'm in Austin again. I've got a broken heart, a lot of days go dark, but I see the light again. And if I needed a hook, I wouldn't have far to look. I move slow as I go, and I try to pay attention, and I try to change direction. if I see the need to do so. I've got some old friends that I roll with, and I'll go and talk to them. I've got elders, some older fellers, when I've got questions need answering. Well, here comes the chorus, and just like a forest, you can roam until you find the kind of song that'll turn your engines with all harmonies behind. Well, I've got friends with strings, friends with voices that ring like angels in the sky. Well, I know drunks on the street who live more free than either you or I. I never could ride a bridge, well that's just the way it is. And there's plenty that I don't know. And I like to end a song with just what's going on and sing with all my soul. So if I was gonna write a song, well I wouldn't even write it down. I'd just play it all day long.
Gosh dang it, I have to go after that one.
It's the worst, isn't it? I keep saying it's the best weekend in Deadwood unless you're on stage and you're like, this is gonna be tough.
Man, that was awesome. Yeah, gosh. Well, like I said, I left a band that I was in for 10 years at the end of last summer. We were working all the way up until then, and we had a single ready to release that it's kind of like my baby that I'd been sitting on for a couple years, and we were like, had it in post-production, we were gonna send it to mastering, and it was all ready, and then went and ruined it all, quit the band. But I hope that, you know, that version gets recorded someday. I did put this song, it's the first song on my acoustic EP, so I encourage you guys to go check it out, but this one's called Proven. What's with the stand that you take? So soon you think you knew my fate. You keep on waiting for proof. I got nothing to prove to you. Sick of being so critical, sick of being so cynical. I'm not the type to be so difficult. And what I've got to get is time for me to shine again. I think it's time for me to make new friends. I keep grinding to the very end. Oh, I'm living the life now. I'm proving I put in all of my years. I sweat the blood and I taste the tears. Put in my 10,000 hours. While you sat up in your tower, sick of being so critical, sick of being so cynical. I'm not the type to be so difficult. And what I've got you can't have, it's time for me to shine again. I think it's time for me to make new friends. I keep grinding till the very end. Oh, I'm living the life now. I'm proving. Sick of being so critical, sick of being so cynical. I'm not the type to be so difficult. And what I've got to get is it's time for me to shine again. I think it's time for me to make new friends. I keep grinding till the very end. Oh, I'm living the life now. Sick of being so critical, sick of being so cynical. I'm not the type
smile on my face every time you hit that falsetto. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of your range, man. You're
Thanks.
such a great singer.
Thanks, man.
And yeah, to hear you sing your own music now and to go out and just do that. I mean, is there a difference for you? Because Judd Hoos was a lot of covers, not that you guys didn't have original music that you were playing, but you were playing a lot of other people's music.
Absolutely.
Is there a difference now in the feeling for you on stage playing more of that original stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah. More ownership. And I'm playing the songs I want to play. I guess.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
good.
Well, does it feel less like a
Thank you.
job now than maybe it did for that decade?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because you guys were busy. I mean, you were playing 150 shows a year at least, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Yep. No doubt. Yeah.
I'd play 10 shows a year and it's a lot. This is Matt's only show of the year. Oh, that's not true. I caught you in Montrose. Our good friends put a good little deal together. That's actually where I heard that song the first time. I can't match Tyler's energy, and if I try to all weekend, I'm going to blow it out. I got 2 rounds today, 2 rounds tomorrow, and I'm playing both evenings up at Lil's above the Midnight Star. So I'm going to dial it back a little bit on the energy level. This is a song that I wrote for my wife after we had too many at the bar, and I was me and said some stupid things. So this one's called True Meaning. It's gotten me out of the doghouse a couple of times, fellas. I hope now that it's on this record that it does the same for you. I watch you in the morning as you're getting up for work. After we closed down the bar and I was acting like a jerk. Said some stupid things I wish I never would have said. I never let you get out all the thoughts trapped in your head. Spending all day miserable with feelings bottled up. And then we both get so emotional when we try to talk it out. Blowing up our phones with all this texting back and forth. Wishing I could find the words to show you what you're really worth. You are my world. You're my anchor in the ocean, the only one I'm holding through the night. You are my world. You're the mother of my children, my end and my beginning, true meaning of my life. I couldn't live my life without you, no, I wouldn't even try to turn your whole world upside down over just my foolish pride. I'm jealous of the air you breathe because you need it more, and no flesh will ever tempt me, it's only you that I adore. You are my world. You're my anchor in the ocean, the only one I'm holding through the night. You are my world. You're the mother of my children, my end and my beginning, true meaning of my life. You are my world. You're my anchor in the ocean, the only one I'm holding through the night. You are my world. You're the mother of my children, my end and my beginning, true meaning of my life. True meaning of my life. True meaning of my life. Wishing I could find the words to show you what you're really worth. You are my world. You are my world. You're the mother of my children, my end and my beginning, true meaning of my life. True meaning of my life. True meaning of my life. Wishing I could find the words to show you what you're really worth. You are my world. You are my world. You're the mother of my children, my end and my beginning, true meaning of my life. True meaning of my life. on guitar and John Hastings on that one. I can't wait for you guys to hear it.
My dream has never been to be up here. I've always wanted, like these Nashville guys, I've always wanted to have other people cover my songs so I could stay home and let them sing. I've gotten fairly lucky with that. This song I never play, so again, hopefully I can manage it. But it's my friend Jonathan Bird, who produced my self-titled album. You can get it on mattfockler.com. I've got a few things on there. What I do for a living in the festival, and this artist advocacy network I'm trying to build. I won't get into all that, but Jonathan's got it on his new double album, and then there's Martha Bassett, who's got a nationally syndicated show out in North Carolina, has been covering it. Do you dream? Do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Do you dream? Do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Well, I called another one. I'll chase one down for you. We're on another ride, a carnival for a few friends. See things like they should be. Stand up on our could be and dream dreams. Do you remember what it was like being a child? Not thinking about the hard things, just a wide open wild. Playing night games in the neighborhood, playing like grown-ups should, dreaming like there's no way you could these days. But I called another one, I'll chase one down for you. We're on another ride, a carnival for a few friends. You see things like they should be. You stand up on there could be, dream dreams. So face the music and cope with the crowd. Stand out somewhere and look at the clouds. Fact of the matter, fair and square, straightforward and honest. You got to dream like you care. No fair, Midland, my fair-weathered friend. Don't fall between two stools. You're the friend of a friend. Falling head over heels like I did for you. Right over backwards and into the truth. I call another one, I'll chase one down for you. We're on another ride, a carnival for a few friends. You see things like they should be. We stand up on there could be. dream, so do you dream? Do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen? Do you dream? Do your dreams come true? What do you see? What do you do to make it happen?
Like for me, when I write, it's always, I hear my own voice, right? It's my stories that I'm telling. As someone who is writing with the intention of hopefully somebody else recording it, do you hear your voice as you're writing, or are you hearing someone else's voice in there?
I have zero control over songs I write. I don't know how to write a song. I'm not sure anybody really does. I could give some advice, but they just show up, and you're lucky when they do.
Like an old friend.
That particular song, Do You Dream, my mom is always, they are thrift fiends. Like, they're retired now, and all they do is go to thrift stores and rummages. So I have them look for word books, because I tend to, my mom brought home a, what do you call them? Anyways, that whole song is written out of that book. I picked it up and just cliches. I call them glitches. Just about every line in the whole song is a cliche, but they're all just, I don't know, I flipped through the book and it wrote itself just with cliches. So very little lyric in that song is not a cliche next to another cliche. Anyways, I don't know.
That's a good answer.
Very cool. Give it up for Stu Jenner making us sound tasty. Good to see you. This next one is an oldie, but a goodie. I wrote this when I had just moved from Denver up to Rapid City and didn't know very many people yet, was getting to know people, and kind of a scary big jump. And songwriting is such a powerful tool to, like, as a therapy, kind of self-therapy, and getting things out that you need to. And so this song means a lot to me. This one's called Wasted Time. Sitting here wasted time, wondering if this life's still mine. Another empty knock on the door. I think I'll ignore it all once more. Whoa. Does anybody know how this feels? I think I'm 3 months late on my bills. Sadness only takes you so far. You wanna talk of it down at the bar. Whoa.
my favorite part.
Who cares if people think I'm still strong? I'm here to make a mark with this song. I swore that I was in just to ask if you thought we were still stuck in the past, but it's different now. It's different now. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, 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 oh.
Great stuff, Tyler. So proud of you, man.
Thank you.
So proud to see you playing your music. I got to get you on the Scene projects, even though this is going to go out on there.
Perfect, little sneak peek.
Yeah, well, your story matters, right? Moving up here from Denver and joining a big band and doing it for a decade, man. You've lived a hell of a life, and now stepping out, the best is yet to come.
That's right,
So,
that's right. I haven't peaked yet.
No. Well, and for guys in our 30s, I got 6 months left or so. It's crazy for me to look back and to think that I've been playing music, professionally, right? I've been getting paid to play music for 25 years, and it's like, how did a quarter century get away that fast? I started playing in bands, same that you did. I mean, I know you guys were teenagers when you and your brother moved up and have been playing in bands forever. And shout out to Devin Bills. Is he still in Nashville?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
He's not
On the
touring.
road? Yeah. Now, did that have anything to do with you maybe stepping out a little bit, as seeing, your brother go out and kind of doing, his own thing and being out there? And I know he's touring with other bands, but kind of spreading his wings a little bit and moving to Nashville to that whole experience.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was really inspiring to see him move to a place that doesn't know anybody, and he grinded really hard, and now he's touring with an awesome, huge person all over the country, so it's really cool. But so I was like, I can do that.
Yeah. Any Bills Brothers reunions coming up here soon? Do you get them off the road to join you anytime?
I can't pay him enough yet, but hopefully soon.
Oh, awesome. Well, I mentioned the podcast. It's really a network of podcasts. We have several now, but the Scene Projects, you can find all that at thesceneprojects.com. The Scene is like the music scene, SCENE. I have over 300 interviews with independent artists up there. I do 2 a week. I'm scheduled out with episodes already into April of next year, so we got plenty of content coming out. We won the Content Creator of the Year award from the Midwest Country Music Organization back in April, and I felt like I had to earn it this year, so I went even harder on it because it's needed. We don't have a big break for us out there anymore. There's not really an outlet for musicians. There is no MTV in the sense that a lot of us grew up with. There isn't that outlet to go on, besides maybe Joe Rogan's show, right? If we could make it the Joe Rogan show, we'll be great rock stars. It's a grind. It's going out there, it's working, and it's just making as many connections as you can and sticking with it. And that's all it's about, and that's all I'm about. And I just wanted to get a little plug in there for the podcast. I hope you guys check it out. And I got shows on Roku now, so it just continues to grow. We have our own radio station too, but I want to play this one. This is an old song of mine. I don't even want to recount how old it is now, but it's called Music is Everywhere, and I feel like it encapsulates what this weekend means to me and to a great many others. So. Sitting lost our minds. Watching these pretty girls walking down the street, and I'm feeling lost again, but I'm not as lost as I seem. 'Cause I am making them come, and I watch them go down that long and lonesome winding road. They seek the answers you already know. Cannot tell them, but I'll give you hope. Give you hope that there is more to life than staying out every night. The light inside that we should never hide. There's a high out there, we can try if we dare. Her name is music, and she is everywhere. She's everywhere. She's everywhere. She's everywhere. Sweet dreams are not my dear. You can put to rest your fears. Stars fall from up above. When I think about our love, you'll be forever mine, and I'll hold you every night. Not a thing I wouldn't do just to be alone with you. You sweep me off my feet, and with you no one can compete. You showed me my calling, and you kept me from falling again. And you kept me from wasting my life, getting drunk every night. Forgot the light that shine was only lost inside. You are my only care. Now I need you just like air. You are my music, and now you're everywhere.
As if it wasn't hard enough that we got Dylan Lewis sitting front row for you, right? The pressure to perform just continues to build.
Exactly. You sound great.
I'm really glad to see in the round particularly and singer-songwriter things happening in South Dakota. Texas, I think the reason Texas is so known for its music is because they know how to appreciate music. I grew up here on the plains, and not talking down to any of you, it just, I think our culture here, we're like, you can play to a room that seems bored out of their skull, and at the end of the show they loved what you did. And we're conservative up here. So Texas, when the crowd really loves the music, it makes us be able to play it better. And it doesn't seem like a lot of people are familiar with singer-songwriters that are in the round. So to see Deadwood, of all places, pushing that excites me. A few years ago I heard they were trying to do a Deadwood city limits, and I thought, God, I had my fingers crossed. I was so excited for real music in South Dakota, but it's happening, so I'm excited. This song is my hit, if you want to call it that. I've gotten really lucky. Steve Martin's band, Steve Canyon Rangers, cover it. We're covering it. Right after the Steve and Steve Canyon Rangers won a Grammy, they released this record with a buffalo on the front, and I was like, yes, my song's gonna be on there, and it wasn't. They totally psyched me out, and then they broke up and never put it on a record, but that's all right. At least they covered it. And now the lead singer, Woody Platt, and the Bluegrass Gentlemen just started covering it everywhere again. So maybe I'll get lucky and actually get a song on a real, not that some of my friends' songs. It's on Jonathan Byrd. He put 2 of my songs on his last record. One of my favorite singer-songwriters out of North Carolina. If you get a chance, listen to Jonathan Byrd. And yes, this guy, he's got a band called Humbletown, him and his wife, and various other artists, but it's won flat picking contests all over the place. I wish I could play more than 3 chords.
I always joke, Matt. Me and Dylan started playing guitar at around the same time, and Dylan took one path and I took another, and I'm always amazed by the talent that the little town of Leeds, South Dakota was able to produce. So,
I grew up really prejudiced, just common, this whole drunken Indian thing. And I worked through all that, and I spent a lot of years living on the reservation, and my best friend grew up in the feud in Rapid City and kind of led the warlords, and spent 18 years in the state pen for shooting another Indian, and that first generation was so heavily oppressed and so beat, and so unmentionable things happened, that it's so deep into that the alcohol ain't the problem. It's looking at your parents messing with you. I drink too. So I put a lot of energy into that. It's my favorite topic, so I got to be a little careful I don't rattle on. And so working through, dealing with what I had in my mind growing up versus where I'm at now, I wrote this song. Summer is changing, and fall was in the air. The geese are in migration, and you can hear them up there. The prairie's golden brown, the leaves are falling down, and the farms have lost their spots, and the temperature's dropping down. It was a big day, I suppose, when the Indians chased buffalo across the prairie, and herds they'd go till the blood began to flow and they went down. Hell, we ain't got no time, no waste, no time. We got a lot of lives, we gotta keep in line. Pretty soon the snow's gonna fly, don't feed them, the people gonna die. So it was a big day, I suppose, when the Indians chased buffalo across the prairie, and herds they'd go until the blood began to flow and they went down.
have any favorite song?
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's a recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on my new record, and Jonathan Bird's
Awesome.
as well.
Oh, that was so cool. Well, thank you. My name is Tyler Bills. I got lots of shows coming up for the rest of the year. Go to tylerbills.com. You can check that stuff out. But what an incredible weekend. Thank you guys for being here, because this was more work. It'd just be three guys with some guitars playing, being
Which would
sad.
be just fine,
Well,
the
yeah.
three of us. But to have everyone here to give that energy, it's a big deal, and it means a lot to me. My name is Bubba Startz. The name of my band is Starts and Ends. That you can find some of my music on Spotify. I don't know that I'm going to put this next record out there. It's too close to my heart to have somebody steal it with their AI. So if you want it, you can scan this code here, and I'll send it to you directly, and you can own it. How's that sound? I haven't decided if I'm going to print it on anything. Maybe a vinyl. I don't know. But I heard those are coming back. But you can find startsandends.com or the Scene Projects and check out all of these amazing artists that I've been interviewing for the last 18 months. And I hope you do. Matt? Shameless plugs at all, or are you good?
I'm on it.
Okay. That's Matt Fockler. He's got a great music festival that he spends a lot of time and effort putting into it and bringing some of the most amazing songwriters that you'll ever meet out to a little town in South Dakota. It's a great time. I haven't been there, but I have a lot of friends who have. Montrose Music Festival every summer, and check it out. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Hey, Matt, I just want to make one comment. My daughter made a comment that you sound like Harrelson, Woody Harrelson, your voice. And then when we look at you at different angles, you kind of look like Woody Harrelson a little bit too.
It's his alter ego.
That's been my nickname since Cheers. I shaved my head like one time in my whole life, and then Natural Born Killers came out, and I never.
So you've heard it before then?
Yeah.
We good? Thank you guys so much for coming. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Well, I have another round today at 2 at Tobacco, and then I'm up at top of the Midnight Star at 8 o'clock tonight.
So that was Tyler Bills, Matt Fockler, and Bubba Startz. Thank you so much, guys. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you, guys.
Dylan Lewis, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I was actually listening to our the songwriter showcase. I put it out on our Scene Projects and radio station, so I was listening to that on the way over. It's pretty cool. I realize now that it's like the soundtrack of my life, right? So when I listen to it, I'm like, oh, all the memories, right? But hopefully we get other people to listen to it too. And, yeah, it was so fun.